and welcome along. Today we're going to focus on some arm balances. So it is a bit more advanced. Please only do the options that work for you. Have a little go, but please don't push yourself. Okay, so always be gentle with the body. Let's sit nice and tall, relax the shoulders, and we're going to focus on our breath to start with. So close your eyes, take a nice deep breath in through the nose, and then gently exhale through the nose. Again, inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And then take a deep breath in. Hold that breath for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhale. Again, inhale, hold the breath, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhale. One more time, inhale, hold the breath, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhale. And then take a deep breath in and gently exhale. Again, inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And then take a breath in. Hold the breath, tuck the chin, block the blood into your throat. Lift the chin and exhale. Again, inhale. Hold the breath, tuck the chin. Lift the chin and exhale. One more time, inhale. Hold the breath, tuck the chin. Lift the chin and exhale. And then take a deep breath in and gently exhale. Again, inhale and exhale. Now we're just going to energize the body. So we're going to inhale, reach up, spread the fingers. Exhale, pull down, squeeze the fist. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Again, inhale and exhale. Release the hands. Take a deep breath. And gently exhale. Inhale and exhale. And then we'll just alternate our breath, waking up both sides of the brain. So right thumb, that's the opposite hand to me. Right thumb closes right nostril. Inhale through the left. Close the left with the ring finger. Open right, exhale. Inhale right. Close the right. Open left, exhale. Inhale, close, open, exhale. Inhale, close, open, exhale. Inhale, close, open, exhale. Inhale, close, open, and exhale. And then release the hand, take a deep breath. And gently exhale. Again, inhale. And exhale. And then open up your eyes. Come onto your knees. We're going to stretch the feet. So tuck the toes, sit back on your heels. So this is about stretching the back of the feet. And I'm going to just move through the wrists to get the wrists nice and warm since we're going to be balancing on them. So I just want you to press the hands forward, pull the right fingers back, stretching through the wrist and just getting some stretch through the fingers as well. And then drop the fingers down, back of the hand here, a little pressure just to stretch the top of the wrist. And then push the other hand forward, pull the left fingers back, trying to get the arms straight if you can. Drop the fingers down, push the back of the hand. And then we're going to roll through the wrists for 3, 2, 1, and then the other way, 3, 2, 1, and then just make little stars with your fingers just to get some blood flowing in there. Shake out the hands, and then shake out the feet, give them a little tap just to release the blood, and then bring the hands under shoulders, knees under hips, and we'll just do cat and cow stretch. So we're going to inhale, extend the spine, looking up, relax the lower back. Exhale, curve through the back, suck the belly in. Again, inhale, extend. Exhale, curve. Inhale. And exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. And then come to neutral spine, tuck your toes, lift your hips, come to your down dog. And then just walk the dog. We'll just stretch the calf muscles, Achilles. So bending one knee, press the opposite heel into the floor. And then just change from side to side. And then keep the heels still, press them towards the mat, chest towards the thighs. And then we'll start our warm up. A little bend through the knees, step the right foot forward between the hands. Back knee is going to come down. Relax the foot. Hands behind, squeeze the shoulder blades, tuck the chin. Release the hands, left hand over, right hand back to twist. And then bring back arm to thigh, so right arm to thigh, left arm reaches over to the right side to stretch into the hip. Release the hands down, step yourself forward into your forward fold, keeping the knees slightly bent, relax the chest. And if this is really difficult, just bring elbows to thighs. Sitting into chair pose, reach the arms forward, lengthening through the spine so chest reaches forward as well, hips sit back. Standing tall, squeeze the glutes, baby back bend here. Come back to that chair pose, push the hips back, just want to get the legs nice and warm. Release the hands to the floor, right foot back, left foot back to your plank. So choose your option here, knees down or knees off. And then make sure those elbows go back towards the chest as we come down. 5, 4, hug them in. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, just chin and chest. Exhale down. Lift both legs up and hold. Release the legs. Reach the arms forward. Lift chest and arms. And release it down. Pull those hands back. Inhale, lift the chest to up dog. Roll the toes back to down dog. And then bend the knees a little bit, step the left foot forward, back knee down. If you need to drop the knees to start this, it's absolutely fine. Relax the toes, and then bring the hands behind, interlace the fingers, squeeze the shoulder blades and tuck the chin. And then release the hands, bring the right arm over, left hand's going to pull back to twist. And then bring the back arm to thigh. And then lift the right arm over and stretching into the hip. Bring the hands to floor, step yourself forward into forward fold, keeping the knees slightly bent, relaxing through the chest. Choose where we need to be to support the back. Sitting into chair pose, bring the arms up and forward. Standing tall, squeeze the glutes, baby back bend. Coming back to chair pose, push those hips back. Release the hands down, left foot back, right foot back, find your plank. Knees down if you need, and then coming to the ground. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, chin and chest. Exhale down, reach the arms forward, lift arms, legs, everything's going to come up and hold. And release it all down, pull those hands back. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, back to down dog. And then bend the knees a little bit again. Remember, option to drop the knees to the floor. Right foot's going to come forward, back knee's going to come down. Relax the foot, palms together, twisting to the right, elbow over. Press the hands, lift and twist. And then release the arms, opening up. Bring the hands to floor, step yourself forward into forward fold. Bend the knees lots, extend the arms out to the side. Now lift the chest to flat back, suck the belly in. Come to standing, into mountain pose. Squeeze the glutes, baby back bend here. Come back to that aeroplane pose with the chair pose. So arms wide, bend the knees. Hands to the floor, right foot back, left foot back, find your plank. Coming to the ground, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, chin and chest. Exhale down, reach the arms forward, lift the chest, reach them out to the side, take them back, interlace the fingers, squeeze the shoulder blades, and then lift the legs, lower the legs, release the hands to the side, bring them forward, under the shoulders, straighten the arms, come to your up dog, roll the toes, back to your down dog. And then bend the knees a little bit. Left foot's going to come forward, back knee down, palms together in front of your chest, twisting towards the left, elbow over, press the palms, lift and twist. And then open the arms up. And then release the hands to the floor, step yourself forward into that forward fold. Coming to your aeroplane arms and chair pose, so bend the knees, reach the arms out to the side, and then very gently lift yourself up, coming to standing, squeeze the glutes, baby back bend, coming back to your chair, back to your aeroplane arms, push the hips back, coming into a flat back, hands to the floor, left foot back, right foot back, find your plank, coming to the ground, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, chin and chest. Exhale down. Reach the arms to the side, thumbs are up. We're just going to windmill the arms. We're going to lift the right arm up. And then come through the middle, tilting to the right, lift the left. And then come back through center, lift the right. And back through the middle. One more time, lift the left. And then come back to center. Bring those hands in, under shoulders, straighten the arms, come to your up dog. Roll the toes, back to your down dog. And then lift the right leg, open the hip, keep the leg up. You're going to drop the heel to the opposite shoulder, so bend the knee, open through the hip, but keep the shoulders square. Step that right leg outside the right hand, however you can get it there. If you need to drop the knees, and then step it out. If you need to give it a little hand, please do. So it's wide outside the hand. If this is too much, drop the back knee. And we're going to twist. Right arm's going to lift. Bring the hand down. Step yourself back to your down dog. And then lift the left leg. So we're switching to the other side. Keep the leg up. Drop the heel to the opposite shoulder, bending through the knee, opening the hip. Step it forward. Outside the hand, however you can get there, and then choose your option, knee down or not, and then lift the left arm to twist. And then bring the hand down, step yourself back to your down dog. And then lift the right leg again, but this time just keep it straight. Now we're going to step it forward, however you can get it there, between the hands this time, coming into long lunge. So option is again with the back knee down if you need. We're going to twist again to the right side. Bring the hand down, step yourself forward into your forward fold, keeping the knees slightly bent. Hands above the knees, come to your flat back, so push the hips back, chest forward, pull the shoulder blades together, so you're lengthening out the spine, keep the eye gaze down, and then bend the knees, hands to the floor, right foot back, left foot back, find your plank. Coming to side plank. So bring your left hand to center for balance, rotate on the balls of the feet, coming into the side plank. Option here is knee down. Next option is going to be to bring the foot to calf muscle or onto the thigh. Keep lifting, finding your balance. Very good. And then come through middle. We're just doing one side. Coming down to the ground. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, chin and chest. Exhale down, reach back, grab hold of those ankles. If it's really difficult to grab the ankles, just do one at a time. Lifting up, coming into your bow pose. And then come down. So if you need to switch legs, you can do that now. We're going to go back up again. And then slowly come down. Release the legs, hands under shoulders. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, back to down dog. And then lift the left leg this time. Keep the leg straight. Lift it as high as you can. Now step that leg forward however you can get it between the hands. Help it if you need. Option with knee down. And then twisting to the left. Bring the hand down. Step yourself forward into your forward fold. Keeping the knees slightly bent. Relax the chest. Hands above knees, inhale, lift to flat back. So push the hips back, chest forward, squeeze the shoulder blades. Relax the chest back down. Step the left foot back, right foot back. Coming to your plank, coming to side plank. So right hand to center, we're doing the other side. Rotate on the feet, lift the left arm. Option with knee down. Next option with foot somewhere on the leg, lifting through the hips. And then bring the foot down, come back to your plank, coming to the ground, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, chin and chest. Exhale down. Now lift the right leg as high as you can, so you can just hold. For those more flexible, you can start to bend the bottom leg. Support that top leg wherever it feels comfortable, just to open up the spine. And then we're going to do that on the other side. Lift the left. And then support wherever you feel comfortable. And drop it down. Now we're going to twist through that lower back. So bend the right knee, open the hip, drop the toes to the opposite side, just to release any tension. And then slowly come through the middle. Go the other way, bend, lift and twist. Coming back through center, elbows are under shoulders, lift the chest, coming into your Sphinx pose. If this is enough, please stay here, but just try not to sink into those shoulders, lifting. And then for those who want more, straighten the arms. For those with the flexibility, walk the hands back. Please just be very gentle with those lower backs. And then very gently release it down. Coming to your up dog, so inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, back to your down dog. Now I want you to lift the left leg again, open the hip. We're going to step the left leg through the hands, coming forward, coming up. So we're going to come to warrior one. So back heel is going to come down, lift and rise the chest up. So for this one, we're trying to face the hips in the same direction as the left foot. So you need to bring the back toes forward, palms together, sinking into the legs. Just make sure the knees tracking over toes. And then open up the arms, open up the right foot to the side, coming into your warrior two. So try not to lean to the left, keep the body center. And then inhale, lift to your sun warrior. And then release the arm, straighten the leg, coming to your triangle pose. So reaching to the side to lengthen the spine, relax the hand, and lift to the ceiling. So it's not so much about coming low, because we do not want to drop the chest and shoulders. We want to keep opening up the chest and shoulders and reaching for the ceiling. And then just bend into that left leg, elbow can come to thigh, back hand's going to come behind the back. This is option one here. For those more flexible, hand can come all the way down. And then release the hands, release the back heel, and then step yourself back to your down dog. Take a little breath here. then this time we're going to lift the right leg up, opening the hip. Step the foot forward, coming to your warrior one. Back heel is down. Slowly rise yourself up. Reach those arms overhead, sinking into the legs and trying to work the hips forward. And then relax through the shoulders. Opening up into your warrior two, so open the left toes. Adjust the feet and just make sure that knee's still pushing over the toes. And then center your body. Coming into sun warrior. Lift the right arm up and back. And then release. Coming back to your warrior two, straighten the leg, reaching to the right side, relax the right hand, left arm lifts to the ceiling, open the chest. And then just bend into the right leg, back hand's going to come behind the back, come up if you need to, especially if those hips are high. I do not want you to reach down if the hips are up. Hips come down and then the hand comes down. And then release the hand. This time walk your hands to center, turn the feet parallel, so you're coming into a wide-legged forward fold, and then just relax the chest down. Option here also is to have the arms on the thighs with a slight knee bend if it's really, really hard on the back. And then for those more flexible, you can start to walk the hands through the legs, pull the chest through to get a little deeper stretch. Very gently come back to center, walk your hands to the right side, bring the hands somewhere on the right leg, chest towards the thigh. If you need to have a slight knee bend, no problem. Very gently come to the other side, outside the left leg. Come back to center, walk those feet in a little bit, just outside the hips. Now I want you to keep your feet parallel here. Bend your knees as low as you can come down here, just to sink into the hips. So it's not Hindi squat. This one is parallel because this is towards firefly where we'll be lifting legs forward. So we're just opening the hips for that. For those more flexible, can reach their hands through as well. And then start to reach them to the side. So you start to feel the legs on the arms, but please be careful. If you're too tight, please do not try this. And then very gently pull those hands out. Very gently straighten the legs, lift the chest, hands to thighs. Come up a little bit more, and then come to standing. Very good. So we'll just do a little bit of balance. So we're going to start just with tree pose, just like normal, nice and simple. Find your option, ankle, calf, or above the knee. Find your balance. So you can stay here. If you have that balance, you can lift the hands. And then for those more confident, we're going to do the divers one. So you're going to pull the hands back, push the chest forward, coming into flat back. And then very gently come up and release. So that one's quite tough, especially if you tighten the hips. So just shway shway, gentle with yourself. Bring the foot on the left to the ankle, calf, or thigh. Find your balance. And then when you're ready, lift the hands up. And then you can stay, or you're going to bring those arms back. Bring the chest forward, coming into your flat back. And then very gently rise yourself up. Very good. And release. I'm going to do dancer's pose. So option one is just outside the ankle. For those more flexible, palm out, thumb up, inside of that foot or ankle. And then bring the other hand up. And then slowly you're going to push the leg up, and then slowly the chest comes forward, just to make room for that back leg. Remember, just work with your body. It's more about the balance, and eventually the back will open up. And then very gently release. We'll do the other side. So choose where you want to go, outside or inside. Find your balance. And then take a breath. And slowly come forward. And then release. And let go. The next one, please only go as far as your body will let you go. We're going to do the figure four where we're going to come to the ground, so it's quite a deep stretch, so please be careful with knees and ankles. If you just want to work on the stretch, just hold on to something and sink into the stretch, okay? We're going to start with the stretch first because I want to open the hips. So cross the right leg over, just hands to hips, sink into the legs, try and keep the chest up. And then just trying to release through the hip. Bring the palms together in front of your chest. Now you can stay here. If you need to have a little break, please take a break. The rest of us are going to come down, bring the hands to the floor, lift the heel up, and then you want to place the heel somewhere where you can balance on it. Okay, so you kind of have to adjust, because for me, I do it differently on both sides. So just kind of figure out where you can find your balance. There's different ways of trying to find your balance. So one way is to suck the belly in round through the spine, try and find the balance. You're kind of bringing the gravity into the center of the legs, and then try and balance from here. So we're coming into a prayer. Another way, the final way, is to lift the chest as much as you can, and then find your balance here. So just choose where you want to be. For those more flexible, we'll be able to, if you have the balance, to come into half lotus, so then you bring the heel towards the opposite hip, and then you find the balance here. And then we'll stop there, that's enough for the side. And then release the foot, slowly come up, shake out the legs, because there's a lot of pressure on that knee, I know. So we're going to do the other side. Cross it over, we're going to sink into it first, hands on hips, bend the knees, and then just find the release. Trying to keep the chest up as much as you can. Palms in front of your chest. Remember, hold on to the wall if you need to get the stretch. Release the hands to the floor, release the bottom heel, so you're balancing on the ball of the foot, and then see how the side is. Find your balance. Keeping the eyes down sometimes helps, just to keep that focus. Choose how far you want to go, so whether you want to bring the foot closer to the hip, coming into a half lotus, which challenges more, but just be careful of the knee joints, please. Very good. And then release, release. Stand yourself up just to release the blood. Take a little breath. Interlace the fingers. Take a nice big breath here. And exhale, come over to the side. Inhale, lift. Exhale the other way. And then come back to center. Let's release the spine. So bring the hands behind the lower back or on the ribs if you need more support. Hands can be whatever way suits you. Bend the knees and then drop back into your back bend. And then very gently come up. And then from here we're going to go into Hindi squat. So turn the toes out, bend your knees, sink yourself down, aiming to get the heels down, but just work with your body. If you need to have the heels off slightly, it's fine. If you need to come up a bit more to work on sinking into the hips, please go there. Just adjust. Sometimes you need to have the feet a little bit wider, sometimes you need to have them a little bit closer. Figure out where it's best for you, and then lift the chest. And then we're going to come into our first arm balance. So just breathe here a little bit just to open those hips. And then if you need to take a little break, if this is too much, just come to your knees and come into like a child's pose, but sit up and watch me. We're going to go into crow pose. So it's best to spread your fingers, because that's where it's going to be the most support. It's also going to support your wrist. So always an arm balance, and spreading the fingers is going to give you much more support in the wrist. Hands should be shoulder width apart. If they're too wide, you're not going to be able to support your body. You want the support from the upper back, which is going to give you some strength. So hands will be shoulder width. Now with the legs, if they turned out, you've got nothing to grip on. Okay, so you want to have the knees facing forward and toes parallel. And then you're going to bring your elbows into where the knee joint bends, so that you can hook the elbows onto the little flesh there and give yourself support. Okay, so now you're going to squeeze your knees into elbows, elbows into knees. But you want to keep the elbows bent. Okay, that's important. I know we feel like we want to straighten, but keep the elbows bent and then squeeze the knees in. Next important thing, keep the eyes forward, because the head is heavy, it's going to pull you down. So keep the eyes forward, then just open the hips a little bit, glide yourself forward, and this might be enough. And you can have a little rock back and forward just to have a little play. Eventually, when you feel stable, you can lift one foot, try the other foot, and then eventually both will come off. And then try not to jump here, because if you jump, you're just going to lose your balance and fall, okay? And just watch those wrists. That's option 1. Option 2, for those more confident, you're going to bring the knees up behind the arms as high as you can, so the hips are coming higher. Spread those fingers, find your balance, and then you're balancing on the back of the arms. And then drop the feet, lower yourself down, take a little breath. Just sit down, we'll have a little break. Soles of the feet together. Inhale here. And exhale, come forward and just breathe. And then very gently sit yourself up, extend the legs forward, coming into tabletop, fingers towards the hips, point the toes, lift the hips. Sit yourself down, take a nice big breath, and then exhale, come forward and just relax into your forward fold. It's not about grabbing those feet. I want you to relax the shoulders, relax the chest. If you're really tight through the lower back, it's good sometimes just to lift the chest, pull the chest forward, so you're lengthening through that lower back to try and get that back to release, rather than hunching and not actually getting the release. So lift, you might not come as far, but extend. And then very gently sit yourself up, bend the knees. So we're going to do like a modified bridge or wheel pose. We're going to bring the same elbow and knee. So left elbow is going to come down, and make sure the elbow is under shoulder. That's very important. We do not want to balance here and put pressure in the shoulder, okay? We want the support. So elbow, under shoulder. Then you're just going to lift yourself up. So just place the feet so you can lift the hips up. Option 1 is just to keep the hand down. Next option is going to be to lift the foot to knee. So a lot of pressure in that shoulder, so please be careful. Lift through the hips, and then when you've got your balance, you're going to release the back hand, bring it to your ear or behind your head. Keep lifting through the hips and coming into a balance. So you're balancing on the same side, okay? Left leg, left arm. And then sit yourself down. A lot of oblique work, so just be careful. A lot of shoulder work, please be careful with those as well. Only try a little bit. If you can't do that as well, you can just lift up and strengthen the back. So bring the elbow under shoulder for the other side. Bring those feet nice and close so they're not too wide. And then lift the hips up. This might be enough. You might need to support with the other hand and not come up as high, or just come on both hands. So find your balance. And then you can either do hand first or do foot first. Hand behind, and then we start to lift to get it out of the shoulder. And then drop it down, relax it down, and sit yourself up. We'll come back into a stretch just to release. Take a nice big breath. This time relax, don't worry about the back. I just want everyone to be relaxed. So there's no tension. Relax the shoulders. Nice big breaths. And then very gently roll yourself up. I'm going to do one more. There might be another one. We'll see how I feel at the end. So this is I always call it figure 8, but it's not the figure 8. It's the 8 angle pose. So I'm going to face my left side forward, okay? So you want to cross your left leg on the top. So the bottom leg comes up, because if you cross the other way, this leg is heavy and it's going to drop down. So we want to cross that bottom leg up, and then you want to squeeze the knees in, okay? The right hand is coming through those knees, and you're going to pull it as far through as you can. So I kind of use my other hand to push the knee out of the way, so I can put the hand nice and far through. The hands are going to be shoulder width again. So this one's going to be difficult if you can't do crow pose. So if you can't do crow pose, this is going to be very difficult, okay? A lot more pressure on the wrist as well, so please be careful. Now it's important not to relax the legs here. Squeeze the legs in, pull the hands through, and it's just a flip. I'm going to come sideways so you can see. So from here, all you're going to do is just bring the chest forward, and you're going to lift the hips because that's the heaviest bit, and then the feet will just float up. So we're just flipping, okay? We're not extending the arms and lifting the chest because that's very difficult. I'm going to show you the other side as well, and then you can have a little play. Pause the video if you need to so you can have a little practice. So bring the left arm through this time. So my right leg is crossed over, left arm's coming through. Get those hands shoulder width. Too wide, you won't be able to balance as well. Squeeze those legs in. Bring the chest forward. Lift the hips because that's the heaviest bit. Don't straighten the arms, and then just release the feet. And relax it down. So I'm kind of pushing my elbow and arm into this top leg, and it's going to help me to balance. Bit of core strength here that's needed. So if you need to pause, quickly have a little practice, and then we'll have some stretching just to release all that tension I've just built up in your bodies. So I want you to just come into middle splits. Bring the hands behind, and then take a nice big breath here. Lift the chest, and then tuck the chin. Reach the hands forward, coming forward. A little trick here is to lift the glutes. Just lift them up and back, and it just helps to open the hips so you can come a little further forward. Something else you can do is sit on a pillow or a block or something that just lifts the hips, and it's going to help you to come forward. Now watch those knees. We often want to do this and drop the knees in, which is really bad for the knee joints. So just pull those feet back and protect your knees, and then just try and relax as much as your body will. So you don't have to be down, you can be up. More important here is to extend the spine so you can actually open up through that tightness that comes down. And then very gently sit yourself up, coming to a side bend. So lift the left arm, reaching over to the right. Option here for the more flexible is to bring the elbow down in front of the knee, and then you start to reach for the toes. But if you're dropping your chest, I'd rather you let go, open the chest, so we're getting the extension down the side. Elbow can be bent or straighten as much as is possible for you. And then gently come up. Gotta go the other way. Take a nice big breath here. Exhale over to the other side. One side might be more flexible, one side might be tighter. So just work with the body, relaxing the elbow if you can. Remember, it's not about touching the toes. We're just slowly releasing the body so we get rid of all the tension that builds up, especially in that lower back. And then very gently come up. Bring the legs in, extend the legs to the front, and then bend the right knee. Bring it over, we're going to twist. So you're going to bring the left arm across, right hand's going to come back. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, look back to twist. For those more flexible, please only try this if your shoulders are mobile and your arms are mobile. You're going to bring the hand from the top through the leg, bring the arm behind, and then you grab hold, sitting tall, and twisting with a bind. And then coming back to the front. Now we're going to do one more balance. So this one you keep the leg where it is. Okay, so we've got our right crossed over, so our chest is going to go to our left side. We're going to bring the hands forward. So option one is just to stretch here. I'm going to come to the front just so you can see. So you're just going to come forward. You're going to start to reach for the foot. Okay. One option is to grab the leg instead of the foot, especially if you're really tight. It's more difficult doing it this way, but you might still be able to get off the ground if you're strong enough. So we're aiming to grab hold of the foot. Hand is shoulder width. So it's the same arm balance as doing crow pose, but our legs are in a different position. So we're just going to bring the chest forward. You're going to start to lift the bum off the ground and come into a balance. So I'll just show you from a side angle. Much easier if you grab the foot, but you can do it with grabbing the leg. So I'm grabbing the leg this time, Bring the chest forward, so we're flipping as well. Flip the hips up and then lift the legs. So use your core to help you lift. And then sit yourself down. Lots of challenges today. Extend the leg, we're going to do the other side. We're going to do the twist first. So left foot in, left foot cross, right arm comes across, lift the chest, look back to twist. And for those who are more flexible, bring the hand through, interlink, and come and bind. And then come back to the front. So now the chest is going to come towards the right side, so facing the same way as the knee. Hands come forward. You start to reach with your left hand towards the foot or grab the leg, wherever it's comfortable. And then we're going to do the flip. So grabbing hold, bring the chest forward, start to lift the glutes, lift the leg, and find your balance. And eventually we'll get a little bit further. So option here, just grabbing the leg, which is a little bit harder because there's a lot more weight. And then relax. Doing well. Bring those legs forward. One more forward fold. Take a nice big breath. I will let you relax now. So exhale, release, relax. I know we did a lot of work on those shoulders. And then very gently sit yourself up. And then I just want you to cross your right leg in front or bring the foot to calf muscle or knee, wherever you feel comfortable. We're just going to stretch the shoulders. So make sure your legs are comfortable. You're going to bring the left arm up, bend the elbow, grab hold of that elbow and pull it across to open the shoulder. So this could be enough for you. So you can stay here, or you're going to grab behind, grab hold of your clothing, or use a strap if you've got it, or you're going to come and interlink because we're going to come forward. So just be very gentle with your body. We're going to hold it for a little bit. So just open the shoulder, interlink if you can, and then take a nice big breath. Exhale, come forward, stretching, relaxing. Wow. I always say relaxing, but just try and relax. Take your breath nice and deep to take that tension out of the shoulders. And then release the arms, relax over the legs. We're just stretching into the hips. And then very gently sit up. We're just going to do another twist. So bring the right arm across, left arm lifts and reaches to the right side. And then release. Release the legs forward, give them a little shake. And then we're going to do the other side. So this time left leg in front, or on the calf, or on the knee. So just choose your fire log where you want to be. We're going to do the opposite arm. So right arm's going to come across, grab hold of that elbow, pull the elbow across to open the shoulder. This could be enough for you. Come behind, grab hold of something, a towel or a band, or interlink. Take a nice big breath, and then exhale, come forward. And then release the arms, relax the chest. And then very gently sit yourself up. Bring the left arm across, and then right arm's going to reach over to the left side. If you want to hold, that's another option, so you can get a bit of tension, whatever feels comfortable. And then very gently come up and release. We're going to come into shoulder stand. If you do not want to do shoulder stand, you can put your legs up against the wall. You can just keep the legs in the air. You can use a towel or a band or a strap to hold the legs up. It's about the blood coming down, not so much about being in shoulder stand. For those all good for shoulder stand, you're going to rock yourself onto your elbows, support the back, and then lift through the legs, but keep the neck still. So try not to look side to side.
try and work yourself as tall as you can, getting your body nice and straight. And then very gently lower the feet behind the head, coming into Halasana pose. Now if that's really uncomfortable, just bend through the knees a little bit. But this one's a nice one to open up the spine. So you can have the hands supporting the back. You can relax the arms, you can interlace the fingers. And then very gently just bend the knees beside the head so you can keep supporting the back. If you're comfortable here, you can hug the legs, applying a little pressure to make yourself into a small little ball. And then very gently lower the hips to the ground, keeping the legs kind of straight. So don't drop the legs to the floor yet. Just keep the legs up. Now you're going to hug the thighs to chest. So if you need to have a slight knee bend, no problem. You can hold anywhere on the legs and just bring the legs in. So this one, I'd like you to keep the hips down as much as you can. Don't release and rock back into Halasana. Just keep the hips towards the floor. It doesn't have to touch. Just to straighten out, stretch the legs. And then very gently lower those legs to the ground. Just going to come into our fish pose. Push up onto your elbows. Bring the hands behind your lower back. And then lift the chest, relax the head back. And then for those who have got the back flexibility, you can walk your glutes onto the back of your hands so you can get the head towards the floor. And then tuck the chin. Release the hands, relax the back, hug those knees into chest. Coming into happy baby pose, so grab hold of the soles of the feet, drop the knees wide. If you can't reach the feet, just grab the back of the knees and just stretch those legs and hips. And then very gently rock from side to side. Release the legs, hug the knees to chest. And then keep hugging the right knee, extend the left leg to the floor. And then extend the right leg to the ceiling. Now if that's a lot of pressure on your back, just bend the left leg to support. Holding on anywhere it feels comfortable. If you've got a strap, you could use that as well. And then just stretching through the hamstring. And then bend the knee, switching legs, so hug the left knee to chest first, extending the right leg to the floor. And then extend the left leg to the ceiling, grabbing hold anywhere it feels comfortable. If you need to bend the right knee, absolutely fine. Bend the knee, hug both knees into chest. And then bring the knees over the hips, coming into our twist. Open the arms to the side, drop your knees to the right side, looking to the left, relaxing the shoulders. And if you want a little bit extra, extend the top leg and just rest it in your hand. release, bend the knees, bring them over the hips, drop them to the opposite side, relax the legs, look away from the knees, relax the shoulders, and if you want that extra, extend the leg and drop it into the hand. And then release, hug those knees into chest, and just gently rock from side to side. And then bring the soles of your feet together. Drop the feet down into a butterfly pose. You can either have the arms to the side or extend the arms overhead. Coming into extended butterfly, and then just close your eyes. And then just nice deep slow breaths here. Gently bring the arms beside the body. Relax the legs to the ground, coming into Savasana pose. And if you feel really uncomfortable here in your lower back, you can just place a pillow underneath your lower back or bend the knees, drop them together, feet a little bit wider, and it's just going to support that lower back. So just find where you're most comfortable. Move around until the shoulders are relaxed and away from the ears. The legs are just naturally rolling inside the hips. Just feel the floor supporting the back of the head, back of the shoulders and hands, the glutes, the lower legs and the feet. And then just allow the body to melt into the ground. Releasing any tension, any energy that you might still have in your body. And just take a nice deep breath in, and then gently exhale. Again, inhale, and exhale. Releasing the tension from the face, dropping the expression, and then allow the mind just to become steady and calm. And then very gently bring your focus back to your breath. And just take a nice deep breath in. And gently exhale. Again, inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And then moving the fingers, moving the toes, bring some awareness into your body. Roll through the wrists and ankles, making little circles one way and then go the opposite way. Stretch the arms overhead, stretch the legs, make the body nice and long. Hug the knees into chest. And then gently rock from side to side, massaging through the spine. Release your knees, roll to your right side and just stay there for a few breaths. And then very gently come back to a seated position. And let's just finish with a few breaths, bring some oxygen into our bodies. So just take a nice deep breath in and gently exhale. Again, inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And then thank you very much from me. Namaste. Lovely to have you with me today. Hope to see you next time.